It's lockdown, isn't it?
It is what it is, isn't it?
It is what it is. It is what it is.
We're trying to be an upbeat podcast and we're just gone. It is what it is.
Get a brew and sit your ass down for the Nice Guys of Comedy podcast. Nice Guys of Comedy. The Nice Guys of Comedy. And here are your hosts, real life Northerners, Jack Vincent and Nick Crooks.
They're from up north, gravy and chips. So listen to the words coming out their lips. I said they're from up north, gravy and chips. So listen to these words coming out their lips.
We are back for what I assume we're going to be dubbing as season 3, but we'll call it whatever we want. Do you, Mr. Crooks, want to bring us back in and introduce us with that upbeat energy I know you have?
Yeah.
Cool. It's going to go well today.
Right, I'm going to give it the good thing. Right, I'm going to go. Right, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Nice Guys of Comedy podcast. You're listening to your usual hosts, me, Nick Crooks, and the wonderful Jack Vincent. Season 3!
Season 3, baby! And we are back. We are back with a slightly, I would say, updated format, but we haven't massively updated it. We've introduced a couple of segments, which I've actually just realised that we had a whole meeting about bringing segments in. And when I wrote like the notes of what's going to happen in the episode, I didn't even include one of the segments. So I hope you come prepared with that, because if you haven't, then I haven't. And we've already started off on a really bad note.
We can leave this segment out for this one and then
yes,
crack
well, that's the amazement. What we're going to be doing is we are coming back. We're a bit more structured because Nice Guys seasons 1 and 2, essentially what we would do is we would press record and just talk. And that's essentially what we would do. And there's still going to be a big element of that. But what we're going to do now is we're going to be bringing a bit more kind of episode. I genuinely thought, can I just say, like, yeah,
someone that came.
Yeah, someone just appeared next to you there.
Jesus. Get the shit out of me. I was like, what the... I'm sat next to a window as well, so I was like, what the fuck is that?
Now bringing you with extra hauntings. But yeah, we're going to bring a bit more structure, a bit more episode topics. We're still going to be bringing in guests. We're going to be branching. We are bringing some comedian friends because boatload of comedians are not doing anything right now. So by law, we know they have stuff to do, free time even. But we're going to be bringing some more people in from. I put out a post today on my social network saying if anyone with an interesting job, and we had some cool people come through. I still really want to interview someone who uses OnlyFans because I just find it to be really fascinating. I have
got so many questions.
Exactly, I've got so many things back. Your ghost is back.
What the fuck is this?
I have no idea.
There's nothing here.
People
you know that use OnlyFans. Do they use it for monetary gain, or do they spend their money on OnlyFans?
I know one person who uses it to create money, and I probably know a lot of people who spend their money on it. But yeah, so we bring a bit more structure to the topic, and going on to that, then we're going to go on to the first topic of season 3, and it's not going to be ghosts, but I believe we should do it at one point because you're haunted.
There's no here though. I keep checking out the window to see if there's anybody there.
you just that's it. You're off work and your boss is there going, when you come back, but no. So we obviously did lasted an episode around mid-December, came out between Christmas and New Year. So we've not really. We spent the whole of the new lockdown from January, because that's another thing as well. Anyone listening, we are based in the UK. Some of the country's been in a national lockdown since the 4th or the 5th of January. And we are currently still in it because no one's fucking listening. Basically, yeah. But so in lockdown, we've obviously decided to take a little bit of hobbies. And we want to kind of get to know some of the hobbies that we've been taking up. Some are a bit more unusual than others, and just take it from there. But you've actually taken on a massive kind of boatload of hobbies with creative stuff linked to the comedy, haven't you? So come on, Nick, tell us what you've been doing.
Loads.
It's cool. And that's what
I tried to be dry then because I thought, do you know what? Just inject a bit of comedy into it. You know, it's a comedy podcast.
Is it?
So I'll just go straight into it.
It's a bit of.
Oh,
a
I've
bit
been
of
doing loads of stuff. I've started crafting.
do you know what? Right, this might be the comedic part of it, but if you look at you, you don't look at like a crafter. But the minute you speak to you, you are basically one of these crafting YouTube mummies in a male body. No
That's
offense,
me, yeah.
but
Yeah, like to be fair, my mum thought I was gay for like the majority of my teenage years. Clearly, the nuts girls on the wall weren't fooling anybody. You know what I mean?
just one singular picture of a nuts girl there from like 1998.
I had like a wall of bedroom babes. Back then.
Bedroom
Like,
babes.
that's what they were called. Yeah, I liked the realness of the bedroom babe. Like they had locations and favourite things to do and stuff. I like the realness as a 14-year-old boy.
You know what? I think your mum might have been right. I like the realness.
You know, what's the point in shooting for the stars? That you you might be able to get Louise in Bedford. Do you know what I mean?
Louise from Bedford, if you're listening, Nick's still on the hunt. He may be married, but he's still on the hunt for you.
Yeah, so essentially I am obviously crafting. I mean, we're not going to be anyone can craft.
No, they can't, and that's what I mean. Like, I was just using a stereotype there. You called crafters gay. That was you, not me.
I mean, yeah.
No.
I mean, like everyone uses stereotypes. So get off everyone's back, man. We can stereotype stuff if we want.
Such a stereotype, not stereotype people.
Yeah.
So, what is it you've been doing then? Like, what is it more recently then? Because you said you've been doing a lot of crafting. What is it you've been doing recently?
I've got two things on the go at the minute. I bought a shitload of bottle caps.
Nah. Wait. So you actually had to buy the bottle caps? You didn't just buy the beers and then use the bottle caps?
No, I had some bottle caps, but I wanted some funkier ones. I got like 300 for like £3 or whatever. So
decent.
I mean, like no one's like, what are they gonna do with the bottle caps? Just a pisshead getting an extra couple of bottles.
Exactly.
For his caps. I mean, if that were Fallout currency, it'd be fucking loaded. But
on the thing of like spare bottles and stuff like that, when I was 18, I had this idea that I wanted to make a solid glass wall out of beer bottles, and I found out that you need to weld glass together, and I suddenly went, I really can't bother to learn how to do that, and then my fantasy went away.
yeah.
Story ended.
Either that, or you would just stick them together with hot glue, and then one piss night when you got home, and just fell through the wall.
And believe me, my mum can probably tell you that there's been plenty of times where I've come home pissed and done something stupid. One time, I remember feeding the dog a whole chocolate muffin and then getting pissed off that the dog ate my chocolate muffin, but that's a story for another time. It's not really, that's the whole story. Go on, Nick.
It's a story for another time. There's a part 2 to that. There's shit everywhere. The chocolate chips didn't even like disintegrate inside him. They just came out as full chocolate chips.
Oh. You know what? I like how we tried to bring some more structure, brought in crafting, I've talked about bedroom babes and shitting. Can't go any worse than that. So
I mean, them two can go hand in hand sometimes as well, depending on the bedroom babe, I suppose.
And speaking about that, next week we've got some on OnlyFans coming in. So you've got these bottle caps. What are you doing with these bottle caps?
I bought some bottle caps and I thought I'll do something with them. That was my initial thought. I bought them before I decided.
You bought them without knowing what you were going to do with them?
It was like £3, so I thought I'll buy them, and then I'll find something cool to make from them. So I've started with making cufflinks with them.
Nice.
So I've shined them up. I've got some downstairs actually at the minute, drying.
Oh.
I've stuck them on. I don't just stick them on, but I've cleaned them up. I've stuck them on, and then I filled them with epoxy resin.
Oh.
So they're all together.
I don't know why that's a cool word for me.
I mean, I've never used it before.
What's epoxy resin?
Epoxy resin, it's just like a clear resin.
What's resin? What?
Well, it's like a plastic. It's like sets hard, so it's like a clear plastic.
Are you trying to make me make more links to OnlyFans here by setting hard?
No, but it sets hard, and then you've got like two parts: the resin bit and the hardener bit. and you mix them together, and then that's like chemical reaction sets it. So I filled them with them. You see, I mean, I read the leaflet as well today, so.
Nice. I'll take that. I like that. So you just with these bottle caps? Have you just made cufflinks so far, or are you branching
So
out?
far, yeah. I've got like a massive. I don't know what else I'm gonna do with them. Yeah.
You've got
But
300, so you've got time.
I've got a shitload of them still. Yeah. And I asked people that I knew to give me them. I don't really drink that much beer.
You're not a beer guy.
No, not really. I drink. If I drink beer, I'll drink like Budweiser or Coors or something. But I drink cider.
Cider gliders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was told by a Polish guy I used to work with. I was told by him that they call it like tramp's piss because
I'm not surprised.
tramps in Poland drink it.
Someone once told me that they're becoming like your fruit cider is the modern alcopop, and I'm like, yeah, they are. Yeah. Just bigger bottles. That's all it is. Simple as that. So that's cool then. So what's the other project that you've got going on then?
And I bought, just because they were cheap, some fuse beads.
What the living fuck are fuse beads?
They're like beads that you can fuse together.
Right, Nick, you're gonna have to stop doing this. We're trying to be informative.
Well, they are. That's exactly what they are. The beads.
Well, how do you get like a freaking lighter out and fuse them
No,
together?
so they come with you get like a pegboard with like little dimples in them. Yeah, and the beads, have got a hole in them, and then you can put them on these pegs in like a pattern.
Right.
And then what you do is you stick some baking parchment over them.
Right.
You put the iron on top, and that fuses together. That sort of melts. I mean, basically, it melts plastic together.
Ah.
And then you're just left with your design.
Do you know what? When you said that, do you know what it really reminds me of? Do you remember Scoobies?
Scoobies, yeah.
I don't know why, but it's not nothing like them. But it's
they
like,
were a big thing at school when we were at school.
They were huge, but I could never that traditional thing of it. I could never start one. I could do it once it was going, but I couldn't do the starty bit.
Yeah, someone would come in with the bag just absolutely covered, going, "Look, Claire, you've got too much fucking time on your hands. Look, no wonder you're in set 4.
Set 4, Claire.
Lay off of the Scoobies. Lay off of the Scoobies like crack to Claire. Look at her."
Crackhead Claire. Or shot crack. No, just Scoobies.
Just Scoobies.
Oh God! You know, I remember them. I also remember them when plastic charity bands were like first started, but then everyone had them for no reason.
Now, still, charities hold on to them.
Yeah, charities.
Charities, you're not making any more money from them. They were big at the time. They were big at the time.
And now, just a pile of shit.
You get some. Oh, look at this cool one. Look at this multicolored one. Oh, look, I got a British Red Cross one from Morrison's.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember because there were one. Wasn't there a time? I might be making this shit up, or someone made this shit up and then told me, and I believed it. That the sexual health clinic used to give them out, and it used to be like a badge of honor that you got like the pink one, which meant you'd gone to go get a clap test, so you were like obviously having sex. So then loads of people were like going to get clap tests, even though they were virgins, just so they could get a shag band.
Shag bands, yeah, they were called shag bands, weren't they? That's because I'm not into the shag band thing. I'm
glad you did, because a minute ago you looked really confused.
No, because I just remember, I remember someone in my family, like an older family member, saying, "What are you wearing all them shag bands for?"
Yeah.
Somebody, I was shag bands. Yeah, shag bands. They should have been branded as shag bands. They'd have sold a lot more. People would have thought they'd have got shag if they'd have ordered them.
Well, that was the thing. You were supposed to wear them to show that you were having sex, but they just attracted a lot of virgins to get them because we were all in year 7 and 8
then
and not slags.
And then someone that clearly hadn't had sex just going, "Fuck off, Mark. I don't care. I don't care if you've got the blue band. I don't care. There's no way that I'm believing that."
You know what? The reason being is because you were sat with Claire doing Scoobies, like, get up yourself.
Yeah.
Oh. So what have you you mentioned you've done the bottle cap cufflinks, but what have you fused together?
I did a spider. I don't know where it is, otherwise I'd have brought it to this.
Well, you can. Oh, you sent me a picture actually. So right now there'll be a picture of Spider-Man that you've
So I did a
created.
Spider-Man he can hang upside. He looks like he's hanging upside down. I thought it was pretty
Nice.
cool. I just
It
tried
looked
one.
good. It looked good. And with that, then, like, did you like follow a pattern like available in?
Yeah, I just googled it.
You just googled.
Just googled like a Spider-Man fuse bead pattern, and it came up, and I was like, that one's a pretty cool one because he's upside down. So I made that, and then the reason why I bought them was I had the idea to make like a box of them where I do 4 sides, and then obviously fuse them all together and make a cube.
Yeah.
Then I stick some non-heat LED lights inside, and it's a lamp.
Ah. Look at you getting all creative.
You like that, don't you?
I like
Came
that.
up.
I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Okay. And is it quite a costly? I won't lie. I'm preferring this to cufflinks. This is much more my thing than cufflinks. I don't think I've ever worn cufflinks. So
Cufflinks are the thing that like someone gets you for Christmas, aren't they? When they don't know what to buy you.
No,
Like,
just
when
buy me booze.
or they go, I need a stocking filler, and they're on Etsy anyway, and they like see it, and they think, they're only like £6. What does he drink? Oh, he likes Heineken.
Boom.
Boom, yeah.
Boom. So is it quite a costly?
I think it's
Costly hobby.
The beads, obviously, the heat is obviously from the iron, but the beads are like, what is it? 2,000 is like £2.
Oh, okay.
That's
And then
right.
the stuff that you're like the baking stuff you said to like actually do the heat on it. Does that come with it, or is that something that you can?
I mean, you
like-
can buy them in sheets. Oh, fucking, it's come back. You can obviously you just buy rolls of baking parchment, which are obviously.
Oh
from the
yeah, of
shop.
course, yes. And then you just meld it together. Yeah, no, of course. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Like the best thing is, I've seen some on TikTok. Right, there's a lass. I'll have to send you the info so you can put it up
Yeah.
if they want to look at the TikTok. But she's done Tony Stark like landing with all the armor on and stuff with his head out of not the Iron Man face on, but she's done it, and it's like 500 by 500 beads. And obviously, when she's done the beads, and it looks like the picture because the beads are
So detailed.
each individual bead.
Shit.
And I've downloaded the app on my phone, and you can put like any picture in the app,
Oh, and
and
it tells you the pattern.
and it tells you the pattern, and then obviously it'll make that picture.
Wow, that's impressive.
So I was well impressed with that. So I was like, that's amazing. And then she said in the comments that it cost her $250 in beads because it's like obviously 500 times 500 beads, whatever that works out.
Oh, don't ask me to work out stuff like that. The other day, I had to work out how many rolls of paper I'd need for to wallpaper one singular wall, and I knew I got it wrong because at one point I worked out that I need eight rolls of paper, and I was like, I've definitely gone wrong here.
Yeah.
This wall is not big enough
for one wall. This is not This is not an 8-roll wall.
This is not an 8 roll at all. So I don't ask me about fucking. And I got an 8 at maths, so I should be good at this shit. But I legit.
It's 250,000. I've just
look at. Well, you know how to use a calculator.
Yeah, that's it.
That's cool though, and as well, like, it's something you can do at home. So
Yeah.
anyone can really do that. And what's the app that you've downloaded then? Because that sounds quite a cool one.
Let me check this now.
Yeah.
It's
And
right
what
at the end of my app page because I've just Bead Studio.
Bead Studio. And what you need to do is you need to create the nice guys.
Oh yeah, I could do that, but we'd come out with square heads.
I mean, mine's not that far off, and it just include the beard. Oh, that's cool though. So are these beads that something you can just get off Amazon then?
Yeah, you can get them anywhere. They're like, I think I'm pronouncing this right, like hammer beads. HAMA. Hammer beads.
Hammer beads.
Ugh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that's
them,
cool,
for them, anyway. They're basically a bead with a hole in. Okay.
bead with hole in. Just Google that and you should be fine.
Fuse beads. If you Google that, the hammer ones will come up.
And what's the? Have you got like a plan with it in the sense of you're going to do them and then create stuff to sell, or are you just doing it for lols right now?
I'm just doing it to test it right now, and then if I think, I like them, I'd buy one. Like I'd make some, I'd buy.
That's always a good thing. It's like we produce comedy, we would go watch.
Yeah, Like, I'd never just go, oh, that looks all right. I wonder if anyone would buy it.
Yeah.
And then if I'm going, no, it's shit, I wouldn't buy it, then why would I? So my idea is to make the box up, stick some lights in, and then see if the kids like it in the bedroom. And then if that happens, then...
Creativity. I like it. No, I'm liking it. It's good. And it also seems to be some, and to be fair, to a nice link on to mine, it seems to be doing really well. Like, it could be something to focus and do really well for your mental health as well.
Yeah.
I'm liking that idea. Which leads me on to what my hobby was, which if I can fucking find it, then we can talk about it. But at the moment, I can't think I find it. Oh, yeah, I have. So basically, I know a lot of people who are creatives, including ourselves, but a lot of people can produce fantastic pieces of work, and it's got me massively jealous. So I started to do some drawing.
Got me massively jealous. So what I did was, is this the same reason why you? This is the same reason why you got in comedy. One, not jealousy, just to prove that you could do it to someone who didn't know that they were in competition.
Shut the fuck up, Nick. Shut the fuck up. I can't remember if I edited that in or edited that out when we mentioned this in the episode. But
I mean, you can leave it in now and then.
Let's face it, they're not fucking watching this anyway. So yeah, so I like art. You can't see it, but I've got art all over the place. I don't actually. I've got like a pile that I need to put up. That's hence the wallpaper. So I started to follow a couple of people on YouTube who do drawing tutorials. They are fucking hard, right? Literally. You watch one, it's like, oh, here's how you draw an eye, and then it goes, right, draw a circle, and then the next second it just fades. It's just perfect eye. How did you get like that? Anyway, so I followed a couple that are very simple. This was the first one that I did, bearing in mind that when I was a kid, I was part of in an art gallery. When I say an art gallery, I walked in some paint and then walked on the floor, and then someone said, oh my God, that looks amazing. So we framed it and put it in an art gallery, and it worked. I wish that was a fake story. It was actually true. Because one was orange foot and one was blue, and it was like hot and cold journey through life. I don't know.
They talk a lot of shit, don't they? That's all I'm going to say.
Talk bullshit. Anyway, so I found one, and it was a death moth. Now, if you don't know, obviously, death moth is basically just a moth. Not a real moth, but it's obviously got like a skull design in its back. It's quite using a lot of tattooing, and I love tattoos, so I was like, I'm going to draw this. Halfway through, I realised I can't draw skulls. So I drew a moth. Turns out, if you draw a moth, it just looks like a butterfly. So I just drew a butterfly. But I'm quite proud of a butterfly.
That's good. Do you know what? I was expecting some shit drawing. I'm not going to lie.
We've got
just the way you sold it then. No, but I was expecting it to be some crap, like pencil. I don't know. Some like 2HB pencil, rubbed, smudged, basically just like you'd scribbled on a bit of paper and squished it together and gone, there we go, that's a butterfly.
That's it. But I was speaking to one of my artist friends, and I said I probably shouldn't have picked something that was symmetrical for my first attempt, because one of my issues was that it wasn't symmetrical. So then he goes, oh, well, why don't you just draw one half and then fold it and trace it? And I was like, oh, brilliant idea. So then I tried to draw a knife. Turns out you can fuck up a knife because the handle is dog shit. So
don't go on Forged in Fire with that. Do not go on Forged in Fire with that.
Yeah, and it started as like a sword, and then just turned into a dagger because I ran out of page. So I did that, and then after that, I was like, I'm not gonna do symmetry. Fuck that. But I like wildlife, I like tattoo inspired. So then I drew a bird. Quite happy with my bird.
Yeah. No, I'm impressed with that one as well. I mean, you could have coloured it in for the fans, like.
Well, yeah, but I didn't. So what are we gonna do about that? And then I was like, you know what? I really like kind of Marvel and stuff like that. So I was like, I'll draw one of the superheroes. Turns out all the superheroes are human bodies are fucking hard to draw. So I decided.
This is why artists are so good. This is why they can talk a load of shit because they can back it up with how good they are at drawing other stuff.
Prime example, one of my favourite artist stories, who may or may not be a future guest on the podcast because they've messaged me today, is one of my tattooists, and she was a tattoo journalist for many, many years. And she reviewed someone's work and it wasn't very good piece of work. And they said, well, if you can do better, do better. So she did. And now she's like an award-winning tattoo artist now. And I was like, that's pretty good, that.
See, this is why people get into stuff, because other people pretty much force them into it.
You know what? I've got a new phrase. Don't get better, get bitter. Okay?
Yeah, that's it.
So then
Why did you get into this? Because I'm bitter.
Yes. I'm a bitter old man, let's face it. Sorry, my wallpaper's getting delivered tomorrow. I just got a text now. So I started to draw the superhero, but then I got really angry with this one. So that's half my Groot.
That's not that bad.
It's not that
I'm
bad.
gonna describe it for the people that can't see it. Like, it's basically all right.
Yeah. And you know what? That's a very accurate description of it. And then my last one is I started to look at some designs that I wanted to create, and then I just started doodling. I made a really weird skull thing with a vine around it, and I haven't picked up a pen since. So,
well, to be fair, that last one, that skull one there, sort of, it's something I could see you getting tattooed on you.
I mean, I don't know how I should take that, because it's
because it looks like one of them stickers that's like, I don't know,
where they go
in a game or something. You know, like, it's like a tag thing that you can spray on a wall.
Oh yeah,
like in a game, like any game, like GTA or something, where it's like, and it comes up like it's like pop art in it.
Yeah,
colourful. Yeah. And see, I described it well. I wasn't going down the shit path.
I mean, I was, but no, that's what I mean. I don't know if and I probably could show my tattoos, but it would mean me remove my trousers, and I don't know if we want to get to that point on the podcast this early in the season. But I have a couple of like pop art ones on my thigh. I've got Baby Groot. I've got Aku Aku from Crash Bandicoot, and that's a kind of a design and the idea that I quite like, and I quite want to go down the route of. So that's. But yes.
Well, I was just gonna say, while you're talking about pop art, I actually have a drawing that I did of pop art that's stuck on this wall here. That I will grab in a second.
Well, proceed. Go on. Show me the pop art.
I don't know if I will now, because it's actually quite good, and I don't want you to be.
Remember, you also have a background on here, so I can't see other than the logo of the podcast, by the way, and that random ghost that keeps appearing.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't come back, I've been murdered by the ghost.
And I'm fine with that.
I mean, how many views would this get?
Oh, do it for the views.
You know what I mean? Murdered by ghost. Right, I'm here.
Okay.
Bosh.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, she's disappeared.
There we go.
That's cool. And did you do that?
Yeah, like ages ago, like years ago.
Right, Nick. You just have to be better at everything than me. Comedy, art. What's next? Having children.
It's not my picture. I obviously copied it, but it was like years ago, I think. Or did I sign it? Did I do it? No. I just thought, fuck it. Just stuck it on a wall. It's come literally through 3 house moves with me. That picture.
That's sick.
And it survived. It was just stuck on my wardrobe there. And just as you were saying that, I thought, do you know what? There's pop out there.
Bit of pop art, you can't go wrong. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing during lockdown. It's been helping me kind of do a bit of focus, because as we know, with like before Christmas, I had some personal issues going through that my head went to shit, basically. So it just made me kind of do a bit more focusing and that and jigsaws. But I'm getting annoyed at my jigsaw, because I'm at the bit now where it's just a big sea of grey, and then Captain America's legs, and it's just a sea of blue. So I'm getting bored now.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
mean, see, with all of your little hobbies, you can get frustrated.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, did you not hear how I was with the fucking butterfly?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. So you've started doing it because you just thought, I'll calm myself out, I'll do some drawings, I'll get zen.
Yes.
Get zen. Is that what you did? That's exactly what you did. And then you went, I'll draw this eye. Started to draw, and you went, oh, fuck eyes. I wish nobody ever had eyes. And then you just chucked it in the bin.
Oh, yeah. Basically, no one should shout "fuck eyes" at 2 a.m, because your neighbours just think you're gone insane.
Fuck eyes! I'm gonna take your fucking eyes. That's what you're
shouting. Saying "fuck eyes" can either be "fuck eyes" or "fuck guys." And I mean, I've recently come out as bi, but it's a lockdown, so we've got to be behaving. But yeah, don't shout "fuck eyes" in the middle of the night, because
your neighbours are going, well, he's really jumped into this with both feet.
He just got straight in on that.
Fuck guys.
Yeah, no, I think what's good though, even though like we're doing like different things, we are still being quite creative when we can't be creative in our normal mindsets, because obviously we can't be putting out content. Well, we can put out content, we can't put out gigs, which is what we're used to. But hopefully the next month or two we should be back on a stage and making them funnies. But while you're happening.
I mean, let the guy that I am, I'm normally upbeat about it or everything, but I just can't see it, can you?
My predictions are, I think that within this month, as in February, we're going to be leaving lockdown, but we're going to be entering into a tier system that is essentially lockdown until about end of April, May time. And then at that point, we're going to be able to start laxing some things and doing outdoor events and stuff like that. So, and I'm remaining hopeful. Please bear in mind that I live alone, so it's the only thing I've got to live for.
Basically, what they do with the lockdown and the tier systems, they go, right, you're in a lockdown. People go, imagine if you fed a person bread every day, and then like they went, we're sick of bread. Can we have something else? And you went, yeah, we're going to change it up. On the 12th of February, we're going to change up this bread, right? And they give you a bread cake, and they go, there you go, there's a bread cake.
Do you know what? I'm saying it here now, and it's a flash on your screen. Nick Crooks for Prime Minister. Because
see, there you go.
You could do.
Sick of these slices of bread. I'm sick of bread. Can we just have something else than bread? Yeah, it'll come on this date. We'll give you something else than bread. Then
exactly. I think it's
there you go.
Perfect idea, and I think, you know what? This is it now. This is the last episode of the Nice Guys of Comedy. We're now going to be transforming into Nick's. I keep want to say presidential. Maybe
I'll run for that.
Yeah,
I'll run for that as well.
Presidential run into that. But whilst a nice little link into the kind of wrapping up. Then so when people want to vote for you for Prime Minister, where can they find you on the old social medias?
So I'm at Nick Crooks Comedy on Facebook and Instagram, and Nick Crooks Comed, I think, on Twitter, because it just, I don't know why I don't give you enough characters to do the whole thing. I mean, what if my name was like Apu from The Simpsons, like with his second name? I should be able to get that in on social media, but clearly I wouldn't be allowed on Twitter, would I?
Change your name to Nick Crooks Comedy. There you go, sorted. Yeah. And you can find me as at Jack V on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, if I'm not already said it. And also, I've started randomly doing TikTok videos that are mildly humorous. Some twat already has I am Jack V, so I am at I am Jack V _.
Just to put it out there.
Just put that out.
That's the worst thing when someone's got the name you want, especially when they don't use it for the benefit.
Yes! The thing is, I've searched for it, and it says this account has not been active in like 4 years. Fuck off then!
Yeah, that's the same when I was looking for a Twitch name. Like, I wanted to call myself, my name on PlayStation, if you want to add me, is Cheesy Wonder. Yeah. Don't ask me why, it's a long story, and I'm just not going to go into it. But I wanted Cheesy Wonder for the Twitch thing, right? Yeah. Somebody's got it, yeah, and I've never posted a video in like 4 years. What's the point? Just let me have it. Let me have it.
Hashtag get off Cheesy Wonder.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, that could be taken very oddly, but yeah. So in today's, I don't know how to move on from that, but we've been talking about some lockdown things that we've been doing. I haven't really been posting my lockdown activities on social media. I don't know if you have, but yours will be coming soon when they're actually completed. But next week we're going to have our first guest of season 3. Can we get a whoop whoop? Whoop, whoop. Yeah, whoop whoop.
Doing the office gif there.
And we're gonna, and we've got the amazing Alex Stringer, who I've gigged with a couple of times. I've had on at my club, and I think the same goes for you as well.
I have, and I've lost to her.
Oh, I thought you meant in life, and I was like,
yes, in life as well. In life, it felt like that at the time. I'm not gonna lie.
But you did just mean on the stage, really, didn't you? Yeah.
I mean, worthy loss.
Worthy loss. So we're going to be back for, by the sounds of it, a debate next week between Alex and Nick.
Yeah, that's it. We're running round two of the competition. That's what we're running.
Can we do a gong show and I just be the sole judge?
No way on this earth.
I'll just sit there and just make you all vie for my attention. I mean, hey, I was going to say a straight white comedian, but I can say I'm not that anymore. Boom. Who created a podcast in lockdown. So obviously, I want your attention.
Yeah. Well, I am going to go with that. I am a straight white male comedian. I am a housewife trapped in a straight white man's body. See?
Cool.
Who crafts? Because we've just established that that's the stereotype of crafting.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to this because we could be getting to a whole gender dysmorphia thing here, but you know what?
Oh, yeah. If someone comments on that, I'm just going to like, leave it out. All right? I've got work on Monday. All right? Calm down.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's it. The title of the episode. I've got work on Monday. Done. And cut.
Get a brew and sit your ass down for the Nice Guys of Comedy podcast. Nice Guys.